Hello everyone, welcome to BI Consulting Pro. This is episode 9 of our DA100 tutorial series. In today's video, we are gonna talk about data analysis in Power BI. And this is our agenda for today's video. So enough all the talking, let's get started. The very first, we are going to talk about the statistical summary. Data is often intertwined with statistics because statistics are one way in which you can explore your data. Statistics show you the distribution of your data and help you to identify key takeaways and trends and determine whether outliers exist. For example, over here, this is one of my graph which I am using to get to know about my products and what is the unit sold for each product. If I'll go on my visualization tab, you can see on axis I have products and under the values field I have units. But right now by default it's sum. Apart from the sum, I can also go for the average, which I can see over here. Okay, this is my average number of units per product. Or if I want to see maximum number of units or the minimum number of units per product, that you can also analyze from here. Let me get back it to sum, which is my by default. You can also change it to line chart if you want to, but I have already made my last video on the different kinds of visuals in Power BI. What is the use of each visual and in what kind of condition you should take leverage of what kind of visuals. So if you are not familiar about it, please go back and check out that video. That is gonna be very helpful to you in order to decide what visuals you need to use to perform your data analysis. Now, suppose if you want to group your data into certain parts, so how you can do it in Power BI? Well, in Power BI, we can create bins as well. For that, first of all, you have to decide where you want to create your bin. Now, let's say I want to create my bin over my unit sold. So over here, you can just go to your field, which is your unit, right click over there. And here you will find one option, new group. Once you are gonna click over this, a new window is gonna pop up. Here you can define your bins, and here you will get two options, either you want a list or bin, and then also you are getting the option over here like what would be your bin size. On my right hand side you can see that field type is unit, where minimum value is 1 and maximum value is 3. So you can choose values from 1 to 3, and over here let me choose 2. Click OK. And once you are gonna click OK, it's gonna create a new group for you. Now what you can do, you can simply click again on your chart or the graph that you are using, and then select it and drag and drop over here in the axis, remove this product, and you would see there are two bins over here with 0 and 2, and here you will see the number of products inside them too. Not only that, there's other options as well that you can take leverage to perform your statistical data analysis. For example, right now I want to check my products and I want to see the sales of my top 5 products. So what you have to do, you have to go in the filters. Over here you can see that this is your product and you want to see the top 5 products. So you can go and there's an option in this filter pane which is saying top n. You can put like top n means any number like 5, 1, 2, 3, 10, etc. So over here our target is to just see top 5 products, and by which value we want to see, by amount, that is my sales, or instead of that you can say profit. So let's say we want to see our top 5 products by the profit. So over here there is a profit difference. I'm gonna select this field, drag and drop over here and apply this filter. Now these are my top 5 products by profit difference. That's how you can do your top n analysis over here. An outliner is a type of anomaly in your data, something that you didn't expect or that surprised you, based on historical average or results. If we want to see the outliners in Power BI, so there's different visualizations to basically see the outliners in Power BI, and one of the most popular is the scatter chart. So in this scatter chart, as you can see, I selected this scatter chart from there, and then you can get it. You can correspondingly you can drag and drop your values over here, and you would see how your outliners are performing. That means you will see over here what are the outliners in your data. There is a play axis over here. You can just click on this and you will see how your data is varying according to the time, and you would also see the relationship between them. Or instead of this type, you can even select the product over here. Now I just drag and drop the product in our legend, and over here you can clearly see where is the cluster and where it is not, how this product over here it's outlining the other products. If you want to see more over the time, then just click on the play axis and you will see how your data is performing over the time, where the different product, what is their profit difference and the units sold. So this is a great way to identify outliners using Power BI Visual. This is my amount by product, and if I want to group some data, so how I can do that in this visual. For example, I want my top 3 products into one group, and then I want to see their performance as compared to the rest of the product. For that, you can click on control button and then select the one that you want to group it. Once you will do, right click over there and you can select over here the group data. Then now you can see that Power BI, Xbox and Word are in one group and they are analyzing as compared to the other data. And not only that, you can even edit your group. Over here on my right hand side, you can see my product groups which I just created. You can click on these 3 dots over here and then you can edit groups. This window is gonna open over here. It's saying contained all the group values that I just did in others, and the first group is this. If you want to change it, you can change it. So now we are gonna talk about clustering techniques, how we can apply the clustering techniques. The visual that you are looking over here, basically this visual is the custom visual which I imported from the gallery, that is the custom visual gallery by Microsoft. You can just right click over here, get more visuals, and from there you can get any other visual that you would like to use into your report. Basically, clustering allows you to identify a segment of data that is similar to each other but dissimilar to the rest of the data. The process of clustering is different to that of a grouping, which you just saw a couple of minutes back where we did the grouping of the data. The Power BI clustering feature allows you to quickly find groups of similar data points in a subset of your data. It analyzes your data to identify similarities and dissimilarities in the attribute values, and then it separates the data that has similarities into a subset of data. These subset of data are referred to as clusters. So over here you can clearly see that what are the similar values, what are the dissimilar values, and here you will see which is 90%, it's showing a bit separately. Otherwise all the 99% are in a cluster, then 94 are a bit away, and that's how you can see which are the similar values. Always the similar values would be in a cluster while the dissimilar values would be a bit far away from that particular cluster. So time series analysis is one of the most important tasks that you would always want to perform in your Power BI, and the best graph to do the time analysis series is our line chart. So let's go to this my automation tab which I just created over here, and you can see I have these 2 visuals where I can conduct my time series analysis. Basically over here I'm not using the line chart, but if you would like to, you can use it. For example, this is my store breakdown. I'm gonna convert this into a line chart over here. Once I convert this on line chart, it's showing me the store breakdown. But I don't want to see over here the store breakdown. Rather than that, I want to see this on the basis of my date. And let me just make it over here. Now you can clearly see my store breakdown by date. And if this one on the top, you can see this is a play axis. It's gonna be very helpful if you want to automate something into your data. That means you can see over the time how your data is varying. So before going into this one, I just want to talk about to you this graph which I just created. So over here you will see on x-axis I have my dates, which are the different dates for the period, and on my y-axis over here I have the sales amount. So you can clearly see how your sales is going up and down, or where you have a jump or not on a time series or the timeline. Now if you want to see like how it's varying with date, so you can also see that. You can just click on the play axis and you will see how your sales are varying. So this is a very nice way to do the automation. So let me stop it over here, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna again bring the store into my graph instead of date, and I'm gonna convert this into, again, because these are the different categories, so I'm gonna convert into a bar graph. And now I'm gonna click on my play button, so you can clearly see how your store breakdown as well as category breakdown are performing on your different timeline. Now we are gonna talk about the analyze feature. For that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a new page. In my new page, I'm going to take this clustered column chart, and in the clustered column chart I'm going to analyze my product and my sales. So for that, very first I need my products. I'm gonna take from my product table, and I'm gonna drag and drop on the axis field, and then I'm gonna take my sales amount, which is my amount in my sales table, and I'm gonna drag and drop in the values. So you can clearly see I have just created this graph. Over here you can find out that the Power BI is the product which has the maximum sales over here, which is around $210,000, while Flow, which has the minimum sales, which is just 10,000. Now if I want to analyze this data, how I can do that? You can just right click over there, and then there is a feature called analyze, and here it's saying find where the distribution is different. So just click on this and you will get this quick insight kind of window, and here saying here are the filters that cause the distribution amount by product to change the most, and you can see how this trend is varying. This is going to be very helpful to analyze your data. What you can do, again, you can click on or press the control, and then you can select your number of products that you want to analyze. Right click again, and in this one you can get this summarize option over here. In this summarize option you will find a summary of these three different products. Here you can see at 210,000 Power BI had the highest amount, whereas the 79% higher than the Power BI apps, which had the lowest amount of this. So basically, whenever you want to translate what your graph is showing to you of what Power BI visual is representing, so you can use this feature. This is AI based feature, and it's going to be very helpful for you in order to create your dashboard, or if you want to explain someone that how your data is varying, what is the difference, what is the maximum, what is the minimum, and what is the reason behind that. Now we are going to talk about the AI visuals, and before going to the AI visuals, I would also like to give a tour of the insights, how we can quickly find the insights in Power BI. Now what are we gonna do? We are going to have a look about the quick insights in Power BI, how to quickly get the insights from your data that you want to analyze, or in another words, if I'm gonna say, suppose you have a data set, rather than writing a code in the Python, you can take the leverage of Microsoft Power BI AI features. Basically, it's gonna tell you what is your data all about, how it's varying, what are the different ups and downs, and etc. For that, what you have to do, you have to just go on your Power BI account. For that, what you have to do, you have to come over here into your Power BI service account, and you have to go into any of your workspaces where you have deployed your data set. Please come over here to your data sets, and then you will see these three dots. Click on that, and there you would find an option of get quick insights. Just click on that. It would take a couple of seconds, depends on the size of your data, and it would generate the quick insights. Over here it's saying insights are ready. You have insights for demo crash course. View your insights. Once you will click on that, you will see the different visuals are over there already, and they are gonna represent how your data is varying. For example, YTD sales by ship date, you can see average of unit price by end date, etc. Here you can see the clustering of your data. If you want to analyze by the different proportions, you can see discounts by discount band. And then even after getting this data, you want to create your dashboard, you can just pin these visuals into your dashboards. It's going to ask you which dashboards you want to pin, and you can pin it, and you can even create your own dashboards. So that's how quick insights in Power BI helps you to get the insights from your data set. You don't need to write any kind of R, Python, SQL or any other code, and you will get it. And now we are going to talk about the AI visuals that are available in Power BI, which are based on the AI, and those are the visuals which are going to help you to perform a lot of data analysis without using any code. So over here you will see under insert tab, they are the Q&A, key influencer, decomposition and smart narrative, which are the different AI visuals. Smart narrative is this same feature that I just did it. What you can do, you can just right click on this and you can click on the summarize. So this is a smart narrative feature. You can even edit it. They are already, we have published other videos on our YouTube channel which are going to explain you how to use this feature. If you don't know, please go there and check them out. In many situations, we want to see how our sales are going to affect it in future, or what would be my number of products requirement in future, etc. So how we can do that? You can see over here, this is my sales amount. This is varying by my different timeline series, or you can say my month and year, and this gray area is my forecast. So I have sales till here July 2019, but for August and September I can forecast my sales as well. So this is currently my sales with respect to my timeline series. You will come over here in this visualization panel. There is an analytics tab, so click on this one, and after clicking on this, what you can do, you will find this forecast tab. In this forecast one, you can simply click add, and you have the different options over here. You can even enter your confidence level, your ignore last point or first point, then seasonality, etc. And once you are done, you can click OK. You can even decrease, increase the way you want. So for example, on 75% confidence I want to see, you can see this too. Just click on apply button and you will see over here. Not only that, if I'm just I don't want to use forecast, but I want to see the anomalies in my data. For in many cases our data is suddenly going up and down, and I want to find out the reason why it's happening to my data. So I can do that too, thanks to Microsoft Power BI team. They have such a nice feature. Below this one forecast, there is a find anomalies, so you can click again on this and add. Once you will add, by default it's 70%, and if you want to make it more, the sensitivity level, so you can just increase it to 100% and click apply. So that's how you can find it. Now you see there are the 3 different anomalies point I can see, and I want to know more about them, so just click on this one. Once you will click right click, it's gonna give you the possible explanation why there's sudden rise in your data. And here you will also find the summary, which is saying amount was unexpectedly high on 26th May 2019. It had a value of this, which is above the expected range of this is this, and there's a reasons behind that, and then you can do your further analysis. So decomposition tree is another AI visual which is going to be very helpful when you have to look at your data, or you have to perform data analysis, how your data is varying and you want to see according to different categories. For example, let me just close it down. This is my total amount, and I want to see my total amount, how it's varying according to issues, gender, categories, etc. So in the visualization pane, once you will select this decomposition tree, which is over here, let me just select it. This is my decomposition tree in my visualization panel. I want to analyze my amount, and then you can select the different kinds of explanation, like how would you like to explain your amount. Then you can drag and drop your different fields over here. Now once you will click on this plus icon, it would ask you want to see high value, low value, or explained by any of these. So I'll say okay, I want to see how my amount is varying by gender. You will click, and after some time you will see okay, male this, female this. Now again it's gonna ask high value. I say okay, I want to see the high value by high value, and you can see this external and internal type. Now again, if you want to see further by product, so you can select, and that's how you can see how it's varying your external amount by different products. And this is gonna be an amazing visual if you are gonna performing the data analysis over here. For example, over here I selected this one, and I want to analyze my returns from the customer. That is my gender basically. It's saying the what influences returns from customers to be, whether it's a male or female, and I want to explain by issue, age, price, stock, category, and product. So over here you can select you want to see for male or female. You say okay, I want to say for the female, and then you will say issue is none. Then you would get the different other categories that you have selected over here, and also you will see that returns from the customer is most likely to be female when issue is none, then otherwise on average. Or once you will click on this, then the chart is gonna appear, which is gonna do a furthermore explanation, or you can see similarly for the others as well. Now you can also sort it by impact or count. So you can sort it by impact, how much is the impact of this particular category over there, and you can see the further explanations over there. Now let's talk about the QA. That means your Q&A visual, and Q&A visual is amazing if you really want to use it, and also it stores all the memory. If somebody typed the wrong word, then it's gonna give the ability to the Power BI admin, who can even put the synonyms for the same, and he can also help to get the right answer from your data. You can see there are the two visuals over here which are appearing. Basically, first one, somebody typed okay, show me returns over time, only Leo Conteso Pharma this is. And not only this, you can type your own question over here, and you can say show me total products over time, and just hit enter, and it's gonna say something like that. Oh, we didn't find any question answer, try fixing double underlined terms, or ask it another way. That means my product was the not right, so you have to do products, and you will see how your products are varying over time. Or you can, rather than over time, you can say show me total products by sales. Now this visual is asking you okay, you want to see total products by net sales or what if sales, etc. So I'll say by net sales, and once you will click it, you will see your graph, and it's gonna show you your answer. Again, product is not correct, so let me make it this, and let's see, it's gonna show you okay, this is the products, total number of products are 24, and your sales is this. So that's how you can get answers from your Power BI data set. You can perform your analysis, you don't need to create your graph, etc., but you can simply type and you can get your answers. So those were all the AI visuals and the other visuals which are going to help you to perform your data analysis on Power BI dataset. And there are lots of questions which are being asked in the DA100 exam, and I'm trying my best to provide you those questions as well as the answers in the later videos. But please go through this video again and again and try these AI visuals at your own end. try to do some practice. If you have further question, you know what to do. Just ask us, put your comment in the comment section and connect with us. For more videos, stay tuned to our channel and hit the bell icon for the latest update.